Good start. All right, speaking of Spanish, guys, our next comic, this guy, he has Instagram. He has thousands of followers. His shirt is very Catholic, so be ready for that. Please welcome the very funny, great guy, Redneck Mexican.
Oh. How you guys doing? I've lived in Utah my entire life. I was born and raised here. This is legitimately my first time in Provo, like just walking streets. As soon as I got out of the car, some lady pointed at me and says, "You don't belong here." I was like, okay. But no, yeah, I'm 23 years old. I work with a lot of old people. Like everyone's over the age of 30 there, so it's just a little different vibe. But recently, I've been traveling a lot around the country, just doing vlogs. You know, like my full-time job now is social media, right? I'm kind of blessed to be able to do that. So for the first time, I went to the Houston Rodeo recently, and I realized it made me appreciate being brown in Utah a lot more, because this lady came up after a show up to me and said, "Hey, you're really funny for a day laborer." And I was like, whoa. But one thing while I've been traveling and like learning, when you tell people you're from Utah, it's like the worst thing you could possibly do, because they ask you the top 3 questions. Everyone knows them. Are you LDS? Do you drink caffeine? Have you ever seen a black person before? And I tell them, yeah, I watch the Utah Jazz all the time, dude. No, but I'm Mexican, you know. I do speak Spanish sometimes. It depends. Right now it's kind of a dangerous situation to speak Spanish, but I disappointed my parents recently with how little Mexican I truly am. I hired a lawn service company to do my lawn, and I went outside to get the mail, and one of their workers yelled at me and said, "Hey dude, get back to work before they catch you slipping." And I was like, whoa, dude. And I listened to him. I went out there, I felt kind of bad, and I was like cleaning up my own leaves. I was like, dang. But I live in a pretty nice neighborhood, not gonna lie. I'm the only minority there, trying to keep it that way. But I live right by next to a Chick-fil-A and a Whole Foods. And it's kind of tricky sometimes, because like Whole Foods hasn't been giving me bags, and I love oranges. So when I'm walking home from the store with a bag of oranges, I always get someone honking at me saying, "How much for the bag?" It's like, okay guys. But like I went to Chick-fil-A, I go to Chick-fil-A all the time, and I use the rewards app because I'm trying to save some money. And this gentleman behind the server, like the little booth, told me, it's like in Spanish for some reason, "Eres DoorDasher?" And I got kind of taken back. I was like, do I really look Venezuelan? Like, oh my God. But what freaked me out more is this guy had a feminine voice. And last time I was kind of confused because I didn't know they let gay people work at Chick-fil-A. But no, I love being from Utah. I think it's cool. But I've noticed I've been here too long. Like, I'm Mexican, and like, I got heartburn eating spicy food the other day. And I felt my ancestors just looking at me just in disgust. It's like, okay. But I've noticed with Mexican food, the farther you get from the West Coast, the blander it gets. Like, I went to Pittsburgh recently. Anyone ever been to Pittsburgh there? There's no brown people there. It's kind of nice, but I went to a Mexican restaurant because I just kind of wanted to feel something like at home. And they handed me a burrito, and I kid you not, it had coleslaw in it. And I'm like, you know something? I'm fine with just getting sent back to Mexico after this, you know? I was kind of fine with it. But while I was out there, I went to a bar, and since I've been sober for a little bit over a year now, and I've lost a lot of weight. When I went to, thank you. When I went to this bar, they saw my ID, and it's a Utah ID, and immediately said, "Come on, dude, this shit's fake." It's like, okay. I'm like, okay, we drink beer sometimes. And he asked me to prove it, and he gave me 6% beer, and I passed out. I was like, okay. And he kept my ID, and I was like, okay. But I recently started seeing this girl, and I realized that in this current age, if you get banned off Hinge and your credit score is low enough, you might find your your lover on Facebook dating. And at that point, I think I'm just ready to be single if I can only get on Facebook dating. I think I went on a date with this girl that only loves crocheting, and I tried to tell her, like, hey, I don't know what that is. I'm 23. But I love being 23. You know, my knees still work. My credit's decent. You know, I just can't rent a car, which sucks, but I got Uber. Got free Uber all the time. But anyone here ever been to Montana? Must be nice. Must be nice. Never been there. But I was, anyone familiar with High School East? East High School? Do you know why it's famous, sir? What? Do you know why East High School is famous for?
It's famous for High School Musical.
True. So, I don't know if you guys knew this. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the news with kids and adults, and it's super sad. But at East High School, and this is a true story, for $15, you can actually tour the high school during school hours, right? This is how I kind of realized I was kind of ugly in high school, because throughout 4 years, no one ever attempted to like kidnap me there. So I was like, dang. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was only brought here because we needed a little bit of color, you know? I've only been doing comedy for less than 9 months. I've only been doing this for 9 months. I've been blessed to be able to travel America. You know, I don't think I'd have been able to do it as a Walmart employee, but ain't nothing wrong with working at Walmart. You know, when I quit Walmart, I realized I was like, something's coming up, you know? I'm blessed to have social media. Like, one of my best friends had worked at Harbor Freight throughout high school until recently, and he quit his job to kind of pursue something different, right? And, you know, no disrespect to Harbor Freight, but you don't really get that many other job skills there. So he decided, I'm gonna be a car salesman. I was like, okay, cool, bro. He's been working there 6 months. He's sold 2 cars. Like, this is a true story. And I asked him, I was like, dude, how do you still have a job? He's like, dude, I've been cleaning the cars like crazy. This is the only reason they keep him around is because he's good at cleaning cars. And he like reached out and he's like, dude, you think you could like help me like get a new job and stuff? And I was like, bro, honestly, you can come cut my lawn, dude. But let's see, guys. Do you guys speak Spanish? Does anyone here speak Spanish? Who said that? Oz, you don't count, dude. You're not part of the audience, bro. Oz is interesting. He flexes his wife being Latino a lot. Like, I recently broke up with my girlfriend. This is a true story. I recently broke up with my girlfriend, and I noticed Oz still follows my girlfriend. Like, and it's crazy. The first time Oz met my girlfriend, he talked to her for like an hour about Brazil, because his wife is cool, of course, is Brazilian. And I didn't like, Oz is a handsome guy, right? But I wasn't like scared he was gonna steal my girlfriend, because my girlfriend described him as like, if you think about a suburban dad from Utah, you think about Oz. And I was like, okay, you know, I'm not too worried about it. But Oz, please unfollow my girlfriend, dude. I appreciate that. But that's all I got tonight, guys. Thank you.
One more time for Redneck Mexican, everybody.